Hello, community. This is a recording of the session I prepared for Women Time Maker Barcelona back in March of this year, which was possible thanks to all the organizers of the event and also the sponsors. Welcome to my talk. The title is How Open Source Contribution Programs Benefit Both Mentor and Participant. It was done for Women to Make Barcelona Dare to Be 2023, and Carmen Delgado, Adoptium Community Manager, Step Forward Mentor. This is my handle for social media. Thanks for being here. Before I continue, I would like to thank all Adoptium mentors. For Adoptium community perspective, this program is possible thanks to our amazing mentor. Here we can check a list of some of them, the companies behind them. As you can see, most of our mentors are part of a big companies, and that is the beauty of being part of these programs and how open source works. You can connect with people of reference for different backgrounds, projects, and company. I want to give a special thanks to Shelley Lambert, which is the promoter of these programs internally at Adoptium. She is a member of Adoptium Working Group, Adoptium Project Management Committee, Eclipse Foundation Board, one of the people that helped me build this presentation, and Grace Jansen. She is an IBM developer advocate who gave a similar talk during EquixCon 2022, and the title was Reaching and Equipping the Next Generation of Open Source. This will be the agenda. What are these new contributor programs, their benefits, how to participate, and last but not least, what is Adoptium, if you don't know yet, and what is the foundation, and why there is a foundation behind an open source project. What is the new contributor program? The first thing to keep in mind is this phrase, because it's important to understand the purpose of all these programs. This is the key point of participating and be part of it. And also, if you think ahead, is also the big part of bringing new members to a project. Doesn't matter if it's open or private, or it's a public or private company. The essence of open source is the value of collaborating with new contributors who bring a diversity of experience and worldview. Okay, if we think about the program general goals, the first one is always to promote diversity and inclusion. Keeping in mind that some years ago, not so many, only 3% of contributors for free open software development were women. Only, and in general, in the tech industry, only a third of the leadership position are managed by minority representative. It helps foster collaboration from different regions and backgrounds. Most of the open source developers, as we know, are from North America and Western Europe, and it needs to be open to other regions like South America, Africa, and Asia. Create a supported environment from a wide range of perspectives that encourage contribution and collaboration. Reduce fragmentation and promote effective collaboration. Is fully demonstrated that a centralized development of a project can give problems when you want to coordinate what actually people need, and maybe to have a same project for the same solution in different location. When you bring all the ideas together, you can manage a better solution and also get resources for all those projects. Develop inclusive processes for decision making, because you are taking into account the perspective of people from different regions and backgrounds and needs. It's completely different when you're thinking around Africa tech solution about internet this availability and how to do it versus a Western solution when you are thinking ahead and have super big mobile phones with a lot of capability, etc. Promote a culture of collaboration and inclusivity, and find a common ground during the development process between ongoing projects. It doesn't matter if big or small ones, and new contributors. Now I'm going to show you 3 programs that actually Adoptium and Eclipse Foundation very active, and then to share a list of other initiatives that can be implemented if you want to achieve the same goal. The first one is Richie. They managed to bring people that are impacted by underrepresentation to open source projects. And how they work is that they handle the interprofiling and hiring, the community executor projects, and interns are mentored by the community, and it's a 3-month paid internship. Adoptium have it part of several editions, and it was financially supported by either Eclipse Foundation or Red Hat and others members as a sponsor. This program started in 2006, and it was done for women, and then it opened in 2015. The program to any president in the United States that had a different ethnic background. Currently, they have they had more than 900 participants, most of them women, 92%, 4% transgender, 64% of people of color, and 12% people from historically disadvantaged case or tribe. Adoptium have been part of this program with Eclipse Adoptium top-level project, Eclipse Aquavit and Eclipse Demorin, and they currently have 2 cohorts, one for each year. Each one takes 3 months, and it could be from May to August and from December to March. Then we have Google Summer Calls. It's a very known program. And currently, the main focus is bring new contributors into open source. Projects are submitted by organizations like Eclipse Foundation, and then if a doctor wants to apply, it needs to be part of this organization. They handle the interprofiling and hiring, and applicants are selected and mentored by the communities. Each community and each president or intern is a paid contribution. As an independent developer, you're not part of Google staff, and it's a 12-week program. It started 18 years ago with a simple goal of helping students to find work related to their academic pursuit during their summer break. Eclipse Foundation has been part of this program since 2006. The program has had more than 172 open source projects, and it has connected 19,000 new contributors from 112 countries with 18,000 mentors from 132 countries. Currently, Eclipse Foundation is part of the program with 6 projects and 10 proposals. And now the program is under community bounding period that it will end in May 24. Another program that Adoptium is very active is Canopy, which connects top students from Canadian University to work on open source project in a semester. The student must be part of the registered university. The project is submitted by the community, is organized by Canopy, and is mentored by the community. Adoptium have been part in 2 editions. It started only in Toronto, and now it's Canada-wide since 2019. It started as an in-person, and now it's virtual since 2020, thanks COVID. And it has 2 semesters, one from September to December and another from January to April. It has 77 students from 4 universities in 5 cohorts, and it offers lots of different open source projects and technology. Eclipse Foundation has been part of it with Eclipse Adoptium, Eclipse Aquavit, and Eclipse OpenJDK. Other activities that bring new contributors to projects that worth mentioning is our hackathon, which is also a very famous way to collaborate with new contributors. This is a list of some of the hackathons that they have been part of, even with a Google Developer Student Clubs, like Open Source last year, Dagger program with university, or research program with with a partnership with a company and also a university. Benefits. Now I'm going to explain the benefits in general for both participants and for the projects. In general, promote diversity, equity, and inclusion, because we know that diverse perspectives bring better final solutions, create a culture of support. Is a fact that is already studied that when you make a space for new voices to be heard, benefit from the creativity and the energy of the new contributor, people who feel supported are more productive and open to collaborate, develop communication best practices, global teams communicate through writing, content, and documentation for asynchronous discussion across time zones, and also build a skill. It could be either technical skills or soft skills, participation that benefit both the projects and the participant. Specific benefits for the participant: introduction into open source development with opportunity to discuss the project with your mentor on a one-to-one session. That's why it's important to have a group of mentors from the beginning of the project proposal until the project is done, and that will take care of all the process necessarily to develop this program, generate direct link with project leaders and managers. It's important to provide mentors from the beginning of the project that guide the applicants throughout the program, and also these mentors usually are an important part or have an important role in the project. So the communication is more fluid. Develop technical and communication skills as the participants use technologies that they never used before, or develop new ones, like time management, project management, that it needs to be done in a practical way, and being able to communicate clearly and openly about any doubt they have and how to use the tools, like Git repositories, chat tools, weekly meetings, writing documentation, etc. Expand professional network that includes to connect with new contributors, other programs, different backgrounds, different companies, different programs, from with your mentors and with other companies. They gain experience working in a distributed environment. This is a very important skill currently. Working a lot with people from global companies and organizations. A lot of open source projects are done by people from different places, and this is an opportunity to get to know each other, contribute to learn to work effectively in a global and remote working environment, and embrace on diversity skills from different cultures, skill sets, and backgrounds. Benefits for the project itself: it brings new and diverse contributors. Most of them continue contributing after they finish the program, as they feel welcome and very engaged with the project. During the program, once it's done, they teach the community about their project, the working group, and how the development process goes. Give the opportunity of the project of having a fresh mind that brings different perspectives, allowing to date documentation according to this new point of view. Continuous and active development, adding new innovation and development process thanks to the new cohorts. Increase community awareness. These participants and also the program preparation help to create and to be part of the community calls, creating lightning talks, present externally what they learn and what the project are doing, creating and updating documentation. Community give back as a mentor is a good opportunity to enable project continuity and create shared knowledge system for next generation and community self-evaluation. You can get a question on the following topic: that if you are managing the time adequately, that you know where the project is and where it's going, if you're enforcing the deadline you set, if you're integrated your new contributors into your community to stay and to feel linked to the purpose of the community. And so now I'm going to explain a 5 steps on the how to be part of these programs. As a project, you need to, the main goal is to break down open source stigma. This stigma is around that being part of an open source project and a contributor, you need like top level skills and it's very difficult. This helps you to open the reality of open source collaboration to the community and to new contributors. The first thing you need to do is to designate mentors with the following skill: communication, open-end contribution. They'll help you review and update the documentation, as we just said, with a mindset that is not to be questioned and all those are allowed. Generate a list of first good for issues. You can use your Git repos for open source project, and you can start searching that label. This needs to be agreed with the project management committee within the project to define what you can consider as a good for issue. Create a getting started documentation of first-time contributors, explaining the architecture of the project dependencies, structure, repositories, code of conduct, how to contribute, etc. Improve the documentation in general to make contributors familiar with the way of the project works. Have a contribution plan that it would be shared with the community. Then follow this plan with milestone, expectation, status, how to report, make a report about it, and deliver feedback, continuous feedback. Set the project expectations. You can set communication frequency, project goals, availability, and way of delivering feedback, and give a good and open feedback. This needs to be done during the program and not after it's finished. And the idea is to help the new contributor to develop their skills and to improve during the program. How to get involved? Most and all of this program has excellent website where you can find all the information on the how to, timelines, how many cohorts they have, how to participate, how to be part of as a project, as a contributor, etc. As a participant, we advise you to follow the projects you are interested in and start contributing from the beginning and also before a new cohort happens. And as an organization, it's important to follow all program requirements, prepare a project proposal, and maybe, if it's allowed, to participate in applicant selection. Once you are in, all the mentors and new contributors need to be committed with this program and be part of it and enjoy the ride, and you both of them will learn a lot. What is Adoptium and Eclipse Foundation? Adoptium stands for both the working group and the top level project, and the mission of Adoptium is a vast, promote and support project structure around Eclipse Adoptium to level project for creating and dissemination of Java runtime and associated technologies. If we go through Adoptium by numbers, back in March, the downloads was already more than 577 millions. Currently, it's more than 300. It's also level 2. This is about security supply chain. Now at the beginning of the month, it changed to build status levels, and we're in the same level. We're working to get all the status by the end of the year. It has a marketplace with 7 high-quality vendors. Last year, we have more than 130 contributors. We have 11 members actually supporting the working groups, and every time we do a release, there are 6 per year. The team need to build 44 simultaneous builds per release. Some of the ongoing projects, the main one is Temoran, is the Java runtime, that is high performance technology, cross-platform, open source license, and is Java SE, TCK test, and long-term support. The Aquabit is the test suite that ensures security, durability, scalability, and performance requirements. Migration tools have been created to help organizations to migrate from Java 8 to Java 11 and onward. Mission Control is a monitoring and management system for Java applications with no overhead. And also we have Adoptium Marketplace. It is one-stop shop for open source Java runtime from different vendors that add Aquabit verified and TCK certified. Why hosted by a foundation? Because it gives to both projects and working group sustainability, vendor neutrality, and open collaboration. Why the foundation? Because it had a proven track record of long-term consistent stewardship. Next year, the foundation will be 20 years old. It had well-defined and predictable processes, is vendor neutral, member-driven, strong governance, proven sustainability, and one of the main goals for 2023 is the security supply chain process. It's a foundation that manages more than 410 projects with more than 60 people and professionals as staff, and it had more than 1,600 contributors. Thanks for your time. If you want to know more about me, my data and my social media, if you want to know more about Adoptium, you can read about it at adoptium.net. We have also social media as Adoptium, and you can join our Slack channel. And if you want to know more about Glips Foundation, you can go to our website,